So today we're going to be continuing to take a look at a scenario where civilization starts over. We're on episode 8 of the series, and the last episode, actually, you should have seen the last episode if you're seeing this. Just, if you haven't, go watch it before watching this one. We have no time to lose. Let's get into this. I think this is going to be a multi-part episode. I fixed the ideology layer. Also, the first event is going to happen here in the African Union. They're not going to be democratic anymore. They're going to be an empire. Yeah, the African Empire is formed. They decide to place their capital here. This was the purple and green teams actively they absolutely hate this, so what are they gonna do about it? Well, they both decide to leave the African Union or African Empire. To add even more fuel to the fire, they both decide to unite under one against the African Empire. The African Empire doesn't like this and quickly tries to invade. The African Empire doesn't like this and quickly tries to invade. However, that goes poorly. And in fact, they're even getting invaded by the purple green union. Yeah. What's next? Surely an old empire from history won't come back. Surely not. Oh wait, what's this? Oh no. Oh no. Well, there it is. The Aqua team is back. And immediately they start pushing straight into the African Empire. Of taking a lot more land, and eventually threatening to take this one major city to encircle the capital. But that's not all. Some people in this country seem to be going towards here, and they also launch an invasion. What are you doing? Oh, that's what. A new country forms here, taking a lot of land around these two old African colonies. This major city is captured, and the capital is encircled. The coalition approaches until eventually it falls over. And eventually, the African Unitarians, along with the Aqua Empire, divide up the land. And just like that, the African Empire has fallen. And now let's look at a peace treaty. And in the peace treaty, the African Union gets this. The Aqua Team gets this. And this. Bruh. And this. And the African Empire is still allowed to exist somehow. And in the next event of the episode, the French team goes out to the west, sailing more west, until eventually bumping into Newfoundland. They're the second ever country to discover America. And it's only episode 8, so yeah. They immediately make connection with the Lime team, and immediately they sort of are good friends. Anyways, they settle. Anyways, they settle here. I almost forgot that I changed the color to actual yellow. They settle in like Newfoundland and Labrador, mostly sticking to like the area they know and connecting up with the Lime team. And that's gonna do it for part 1 of this episode. If you enjoyed, then you enjoyed. If you didn't, you didn't. And hang on, I think we can discover like, oh wait, we're only 7 minutes into the recording. Okay, I can do one last event. Galicia goes on south, farther south than any nation has ever gone, farther south than even the African Union. They drift on course to the west and eventually end up discovering the tip of South America. They keep going east, however, and discover this island that I don't know the name of. And they go down more and more island chains until eventually they reach mainland Antarctica. They immediately make a colony, and when the other countries hear about this, they're like, so why should we care? And then they're like, it's kind of fertile and a bit colder down here. When, yeah, these guys, it's gonna be kind of hot, I think, for them, except for these guys, they're kind of cool. They're like, not having to deal with hot temperatures 24/7? Alright, let's go. And now it begins the scramble for South America and Antarctica. And that's gonna be in the next episode. Or next part of this episode. Well, yeah. I'm just stalling for time here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.